5 things to pull back from the edge of fight or flight. When you're feeling yourself escalating, you know you're going to a place that's not going to serve you or the conflict or the other person. The first thing is you want to get to know all the sensations in your body and the things that happen in your head that indicate that's in fact where you are. Such as, if you notice that you're blaming the other person, if you notice that you're defensive, you notice that there's a constriction in your chest and it feels like the end of the world if you don't get your way, that's a sure sign, because the world will not end, right? Whether you get your way or not, you're not going to die because of it. At least that's my guess. And so we lose access to the higher reasoning part of our brain when we get too escalated. So we become dumber, and the part of the brain that's left in charge is super dramatic, all or nothing, life or death survivalist, which is why we end up feeling like it's the end of the world. So if you're feeling like it's the end of the world, it's a good indication that you're being run by a really dumb part of you that has no access to your heart or compassion or empathy or the big picture. So number 2 would be shut your mouth, which is usually a good step, which forces you to breathe through your nose, and you breathe deep into your abdomen. Breathe deep, in for 6, out for 6. Do at least half a dozen of those. It activates the relaxation response in our body. It helps. Stop, breathe for a while. Better yet, if you know that you're too escalated, let the other person know. Look, I can't think straight right now. I gotta take a few minutes. I'm gonna come back. I want to deal with this, but I've got foggy brain right now. I can't think straight, so I need to take a moment. Even better, if it's your partner, way ahead of time when you're both calm, say, look, the next time we get into a conflict and I feel too escalated, I'm going to tell you that I need a timeout. Will you support me? And it means that if you take that timeout, you're going to come back. You're not avoiding, you're not manipulating, you're just acknowledging your brain is not fully functioning. And you probably know what I mean. I certainly have been there. And that you agree you're going to come back. And if you're going to go somewhere, that you do something healthy, like go for a walk or go for a rollerblade out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody's come by the whole time I'm out here. I'm about 6 kilometers out, almost 6 kilometers out, rollerblading. So number 3, I forget which number I'm on right now, get a glass of water. Just getting a glass of water can be super helpful. First, it forces you to hold your breath for a minute. You can offer the other person a glass of water. Maybe it gives each of you a little bit of time to gain perspective. At least cold water, you feel it coming down, and this experience of noticing sensations in your body, just like the breathing, helps you connect with what's happening in your body, and maybe gives you a chance to remind yourself that, okay, it's not the end of the world. I'm an adult, right? Recognizing the higher we escalate, the more our emotional maturity level drops, right? Your emotional age drops way down into single digits, at least mine and most people's do, down to, 2 or 3 or 4 or something like that. And then it's like a little kid is running us. The more open and vulnerable we can be about this, the more aware we are of what we are like when we act like that. That's where your power lies, in that recognition, so that you don't let yourself spend too much time being run by your little kid wanting to have a temper tantrum. We need the adult in charge. And so that's another thing you can do is step back. Go for a walk outside on the grass in bare feet. Splash cold water on your face, have a cold shower, do something where you engage the other sensations. Those things help a lot, and of course, being out in nature helps a lot. That's probably more than 5 things. Anyway, the more aware we are, write down what you need to do so that you're more aware, so that you can be more intentional and less reactive. And you're welcome to attend one of most anger management groups or trauma groups or one-on-one counseling. And make sure you follow and like. Have a good day.